Many of you probably came in today not giving much thought, as I wouldn't normally do either, to the placement of this pulpit. You probably walked in and didn't think much about why the pulpit's in the center of the room. Well, did you know, before the Protestant Reformation, the pulpits had been placed off to the side. It was secondary in terms of how Roman Catholicism viewed preaching. The Lord's Supper table, or what they consider transubstantiation, it's not the Lord's Supper, but that was at the center of the room. They viewed that as the focal point, and the pulpit's off to the side. But when the Reformers returned to the Word of God, and they saw what Christ said about the preaching of the Word, they moved the pulpit to the center of the room. And they placed it over the communion table, because it was understood that this ordinance was under the Word, that it was to be according to the Word, that it must never be beyond or removed from the Word. That must be maintained today. And so when you come in and you see the pulpit in the center of the room, it's a statement. And it came out of the Reformation, that this is how Christ views the preaching of His Word. One of the things that was said in the Reformation, you had in Roman Catholicism, you had lofty, beautiful, ornate buildings, gold and jewels, all these different things, stained glass windows and all this beautiful architecture and everything. And when the Reformers, by clinging to Christ, separated from Rome, they ended up with 4 walls and a sermon. That was what was said of them. They gathered together and there's just 4 walls and a sermon. Nothing flashy, nothing fancy, no ornate buildings, no stained glass windows, 4 walls and a sermon. Why? Because they understood that that was the primary means by which the church was built.